News on the go.
Good morning, I am Kennedy Kimani. With only 4 days remaining to the much-awaited mass protest in Nairobi on Monday next week, Azimio la Umoja supporters have continued to stage peaceful demonstrations as they heed the call by their party leader Raila Odinga. Whitney Akinyi with more on the story.
It is exactly 7 days since Azimio la Umoja One Coalition officiated the beginning of a nationwide demonstration over the high cost of living, among other issues. This followed the lapse of a 14 days ultimatum issued by the opposition to the Kenya Kwanza government after failure to address their concerns. The countrywide protests have taken their roots in various counties in the country, even as they await the much-anticipated protest to crown it all set for early next week in Nairobi. Among counties that have actively participated in the protest include Kisumu, Nyandarua, Kilifi, Siaya, Mombasa, Narok, and Migori. President William Ruto has assured Kenyans that there is no need to panic over the threats of the opposition's countrywide protest next week, further assuring that no life, property, or business will be lost, as Kenya is a country that is governed by laws and no man is above the law. Reporting for Hope FM, I'm Whitney Akinyi.
Meanwhile, President William Ruto has assured Kenyans that they have nothing to worry over threats by opposition leaders to hold countrywide demonstrations next week. President Ruto said Kenya is a country governed by the rule of law and no one is above the law, at the same time adding that the government will not allow loss of life, destruction of property and looting.
We have no problem with you organized demonstration, but please, it is your responsibility to work with the police to make sure that the rest of the citizens of Kenya, their lives are not disrupted, their property is not destroyed, their business is not affected. They can go to work, you can carry out your demonstration. It is just a fair game. Hakuna haja ya kusumbuana. We are a nation because we have decided to submit ourselves to the Constitution and to the laws that govern our country. And I want to tell our friends, my elder brother, Mr. Raila Odinga, we cannot have two sets of laws in Kenya. We have one constitution, we have one set of laws.
Meanwhile, Kenya's ruling party UDA has continued to harvest as it plots for a merge of political parties before the 2027 elections. This is after UDA welcomed more members, the latest being the immediate former KANU Secretary General Nick Salat. Speaking at the UDA headquarters when he was received by the UDA Secretary General Cleophas Malala, Salat said that his decision to join UDA was after KANU lost its direction and unity.
So we've decided that the party of choice that we will join, and don't look at this team alone, SG, we are many. These are only a sample of the people who are willing and ready to join you. And given a chance, you will see a big number of KANU members who are willing to join UDA.
The consolidation of UDA into a mega party is happening at a time when Azimio has piled up pressure by mobilizing supporters to protest against the rising cost of living. Malala has however dismissed Azimio leader Raila Odinga's call for a public holiday on Monday to allow his followers to protest, saying that Monday is a working day and that Kenyans should ignore the call for demonstrations.
Sasa tunaambia wale wabunge wa ODM kwamba Monday ndio tunafunga masuala ya budget. Msiende maandamano alafu mambo yenu ya maendeleo mkose kuweka kwa budget on Monday. Alafu mkuje mwanze kulia tena ati hamjapata maendeleo katika constituency zenyu. Ndindi Nyoro atakuwa anafanya finalization ya report yake ya budget. Sasa wewe kama unataka wananchi wako wapate maendeleo, wewe kama kiongozi wa ODM, chagua on Monday. Utaenda kwa Ndindi Nyoro uhakikishe maendeleo imewekwa kwenye budget, ama utaenda kulinga mawe na kuimba tibim na tialala mpaka jioni. Chaguo ni lako, lakini tunasema Monday is a working day. Ignore any declaration made by some people in this country.
And religious leaders from the Nyanza region have called for dialogue between President William Ruto and Azimio leader Raila Odinga to end political tension in the country. The National Council of Churches of Kenya Nyanza Regional Chairman Bishop David Kodia said the rivalry between the two leaders and their parties is detrimental to peace and cohesion in the country. Professor Kodia said the rift between the two leaders was likely to disintegrate the country into chaos, urging President William Ruto to take the lead and initiate dialogue to bring on all Kenyans as he moves to roll out his development agenda. The ongoing demonstrations by Azimio, he said, was a pointer that the country was divided, calling for dialogue and mediation to de-escalate the standoff. And that's the news at 9. More news at 10 a.m. Good morning. I am Kennedy Kimani.
News on the go, keeping you up to speed with the latest news.